Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout between Bryan Battle versus Tresean Gore. So this should have originally been the Ultimate Fighter finale. But yeah, forget all that typo right there. We don't act like that never happened. This video gonna get played back like 3, 4, 500, maybe more, 200 at least times. But forget that first 5 seconds, 10, 20, 30 seconds that you just saw right there. But Bryan Battle versus Tresean Gore. This should have been the actual Ultimate Fighter finale, but Tresean Gore had a knee injury, and then what's his name? Urbina stepped in, and yeah, you know how that happened. But Gore just straight up destroyed Urbina. He didn't really run through him, but his win I felt was more definitive and was far less competitive. Where I feel like the Bryan Battle versus Urbina fight is very, very competitive, and actually Battle had to come from behind to get that submission in the second round. Whereas Tresean Gore was ahead the whole time, and in the second round he just finished what he was doing in the first. But either way, going this one, it's not about Urbina necessarily. It's a factor, but not a big factor. When I look at Bryan Battle, I've seen his issues with Petrosky. I've seen his issues with Urbina. He had issues with Urbina in the grappling. Urbina was taken down, got some decent control time with like a minute something to control, minute plus. Not the very good look. Was getting outstruck by Urbina in that first round. But yeah, it was not a very good look. I feel like Tresean Gore is the better wrestler. Now, I feel like as opposed to like Urbina and Petrosky doesn't really have the best striking, or at least at that time did not have the best striking. His striking is getting better. This is getting better, but Petrosky can have questionable cardio at times. Can be a one-dimensional a lot of times. Whereas Tresean Gore, he might not be no super technical striker, super technical wrestler, grappler type guy that he's not some full fleshed out fighter, but I feel like his striking overall between the Ultimate Fighter guys that have fought and the level of competition they have fought, I feel like he's a pretty solid package. Like I feel like he's a threat on the feet, sneakily technical, very powerful, very heavy hands, good composed wrestling. Not like a guy that's going to have such a crazy wrestling pace that's going to wear him out, but it's a wrestling that you're going to have to respect. He could take you down. He could dominate you on the ground. He could dominate you on the feet. So Tresean Gore is a very dangerous package. I think stylistically-wise, he presents a bad style to Bryan Battle based off what I've seen from Bryan Battle. I feel like he's not going to give Bryan Battle that space. He's going to be a touch Bryan Battle up on the feet, land the heavier shots, and keep him honest with the wrestling. And I think it'll be a case where it's going to be a very competitive battle. Maybe Bryan Battle coming on late, but not doing enough. But I think early on, be heavily Tresean Gore maybe in the first. Then the second, still Tresean Gore. Bryan Battle started to work his way back, but not doing enough to get that second round at all. But, just doing enough to keep himself in the fight. The third round, doing enough. Probably taking that third round, but still a very competitive round. But taking it around, but I feel like the first two rounds would be very clear. Might even be a 30-27, but either way, I think Tresean Gore get his hand raised in this one. So in this fight, I got Tresean Gore via decision.